Yes people, welcome back to Ramass Fitness YouTube channel. My name's Liam, also known as Liam Stenics, and in today's video we're going to cover weighted calisthenics. We're going to be covering the why, the when and the how. Why do we add weight? When is the best time to do it? And how to apply it safely. So the first question that we're going to cover is why even do weighted calisthenics? So using your body weight alone is going to allow you to build a solid base. And if done correctly, you can actually achieve an extremely high level within calisthenics using your own body weight. But in most cases, people start to plateau. After a certain while, your gains start to stagnate. You'll find that certain exercises you're able to complete at an extremely high volume output with little to no effort required. And in general, your body's just adapting to the stress that you're putting it under. If you're not continuously trying to do a little bit more, pushing yourself that extra little bit per set, you're gonna stall and you're never gonna progress. Within calisthenics, there are many different ways that you can apply progressive overload, but today we're just gonna talk about simply adding weight. This is one of the simplest and easiest ways to level up your training once you hit that certain point where you're just not really getting enough from your current workout. Some of the main benefits that you're gonna get from adding weight or resistance to your exercises is an increase in strength, therefore an increase in size, and it just allows you to keep things fresh. It allows you to mix up your workouts, try something new, and really test your limit. Now, one of the most crucial things I can tell you is do not rush. Don't rush. Don't just be able to do 5 push-ups and then think, okay, I'm gonna jump straight into 20 kg push-ups, or you know, you've been able to just do your third unassisted chin-up. Right, I'm gonna chuck 5 kg around my waist. No, stop, take your time. I would highly recommend spending time to master the basics and really get proficient at those fundamental exercises. I'm talking push-ups, dips, chin-ups, pull-ups, rows, bodyweight squats. Make sure that you're absolutely proficient in these before you start thinking about adding some additional weight or resistance. Now, with that being said, there is no golden number of repetitions that you must be able to do before you can start adding weight. There is no specific threshold. It varies from person. However, a good rule of thumb that I would recommend anyone new starting out to calisthenics, or anyone new starting weighted calisthenics, should I say, is at least 10 repetitions unassisted across the board at an RPE of 8 or less. What I mean by that is if you are able to do 10 pull-ups, 10 unassisted pull-ups, full range of motion, good form, all the way up, all the way down, but that 10th rep is a grind. You did technically do 10, but only just, I would say, stay where you are. You know, until you can do, I would say, 12 in total, where you hit 10 and you think, you know what, I probably had 2 more in the tank. At that point then, that is when you add the weight. That applies to all the exercises, push-ups, dips, pull-ups, rows, you know, the fundamentals that we're covering in this video. Okay, so that is the why and the when covered. We're now gonna dive into the how. So how do you add weight to your calisthenics exercises? The 2 most common methods are 1, using a weighted belt. The other method, and my favorite, is using a weighted vest. Here we've got Ramass fitness vest. If you want one, you can check out the link in the description. Both of these are gonna allow you to add weight nicely to your exercises. However, in my personal opinion, the vest is just a little bit better. It's a little bit more comfortable, allows you to really attach it on. It has the weights included, so you don't need any additional plates, etc. And it's more versatile. Okay, so now we've covered how to put the weight on, we should dive into how to actually use the weight to get stronger. Now, there are many different approaches to progressive overload using weights or resistance. However, just for the purpose of this video, and usually it's the most typical approach for those that are starting out in weighted calisthenics, is just a standard linear progression for hypertrophy and strength. Okay, let's say I am doing dips and my rep ranges that I've set myself are between 4 and 8. The way that I would apply progressive overload is once I'm able to hit that 8th rep, and at that point in the set, I still have more than 2 repetitions left in the bank, this is the signal for me where it is okay for me to add some additional weight on my next set. When adding weight, I'm only going small increments, 2.5 kilos to 5 kilos per jump. In my opinion, it's much better to make those smaller incremental jumps. Adding just 2.5 or 5 kilos every time I'm increasing the weight, I'm gonna have better long-term results than if I was trying to jump by 10, 15, even 20 kilos every time I hit that rep range. You'll find that even though you're only doing smaller jumps each time you add the weight up, you're gonna hit them much more frequently, much more consistently adding the weight up, which if you look over a longer time period, you will find that you're typically gonna make more gains in terms of increased numbers than if you were making huge jumps and then really having to set yourself back in terms of your volume output. Okay guys, and there you have it, a quick progressive overload 101 by Ramass Fitness. Remember guys, if you are at the point of your journey where you want to start weighted calisthenics, head to the bio, head over to Ramass Fitness website, buy their weighted vest. I'm telling you guys, number one, perfect for beginners, super versatile. Head over there, tell them I sent you, and I'll catch you at the next video. Peace.